Hi, Rebecca. This reading is for Rebecca Freaking. All right. Oh, Lord, and all the upper beings of the universe, please give us the guidance to help Rebecca Freaking today and let us know what she needs to know at the moment. Let us see what we can't see. Thank you. All right. Okay, Rebecca, I'm videotaping this because I like to capture the energies. And I probably can't type all the things I want to say. So I'm just going to go and record the readings that I'm doing for you. According to your post of getting better understanding of the terms with your gift and in regards to your question. So I'm just going to ask the upper beings of the universe what's going on with you right now. Okay? What's going on with Rebecca? All right. So I just do Celtic Cross because it gives us more information into the reading, and normally it leads me to the next reading, whatever it may be according to that reading. Okay. So let's take a big breath and ask, what's going on with Rebecca? Please show us. Please, what's going on with Rebecca right now? Please guide us. Okay. All right, so the first card. Okay. Now the way I read cards, the energy is either coming in or leaving if it's low. Just like life, it comes in low and then it peaks, which is, right side up, and then it goes away. It all depends where all the cards are. So the first card, as you can see, this is about, being defending your stand, and you're getting there. You're kind of, seeing you've been through a lot, but you're getting there to where you're going, I have the strength. I'm going to continue to stand up. But, as you can see, he's kind of, the energy talks about, that stamina and the feeling of defensive. And you could just tell he's been through a lot, right? Okay, so let's see the second card. That's not. Okay, so the first card and the second card usually go with each other or against each other, okay? This is subconscious, so the Queen of Cups is here. So we know you got gifts, but it is upside down, okay? This is the root cause of what's going on. There's the defensiveness. It's low in energy, but it's you're getting tired. You're getting tired, and you're saying, I can't do this anymore. It's just too much. Okay, the card on top of it, as you can see, it's the Five of Swords. And in some cultures, swords are the soul, right? So the guy doesn't have to take everybody's swords. And if you see it in the background, there's two other people there. The guy doesn't need that. So this is open dishonor, right? So more than two people know about it. So there's hostility in this what's going on right now, okay? And right now the subconscious is Queen of Cups. This is your psychic energy, right? This is your spiritual energy, and she feels and feels all the frequencies and the senses. Okay, it's upside down. We need to bring that up. The King of Cups, wise, calm, diplomatic, and that's going away in the past. We really want to put that back in there, but let's just see what's going on. Personal power, okay? With this card, in conjunction with this card, this tells me that there's a power play going on in your situation right now, okay? Encouragement. That's what you're here for. Get some encouragement. Let's get some encouragement there for you here. That's your future. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles talks about a mission, work related, working together for a project, versus the Three of Cups that's kind of like internal inside of your circle. This is more out of your circle. Kind of sensing this might be work related, or a project, or a partnership. And right now there's some power play going on there, right? So this card, and this card tells me that you're kind of losing your ground there, right? And then again, the nine, is that the nine? I gotta count this. Yes, it's the nine of wands. Okay. And the Knight of Wands, it depends, where it is on the reading and so forth. It's also perseverance, right? Okay, you're there, persisting despite of the setbacks. You're defending yourself. It's not a really happy card to me, because you need to invoke those energies because of this hostile environment, right? No one wants to be in that kind of environment. Okay, freedom. Freedom, excitement. Okay, so let's take a look. All right, Knight of Wands. This is the heart of the matter, right? All right, Ace of Swords. Okay, so this is the outcome. So what I'm going to say here is that your situation is dealing with a Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is one of my favorites, and I think a lot of us are attracted to the Knight of Wands because again, the knights are they got the positive side and they got the negative side. And then I would have to say Knight of Wands and Knight of Cups are my favorite, but the Knight of Wands, on their positive side, they're charming, they're confident, and they could beat the odds, On the other side, they're hot tempered, they're cocky, and so forth. So the situation right now with this hostility is with this energy of the Knight of Wands, right? And you're kind of like going, I feel like I have to defend myself with this energy around me. Okay, so that's what's the heart of the matter. But you're right. See this? She's my favorite, the Queen of Cups. Okay, and when you were referring to your gifts, the Queen of Cups is very intuitive, right? Very spiritual. She's a natural medium, and you feel all this, right? And a lot of times when I do see this, and especially in the subconscious, which is the third card, tells me you are developing your skills, but look upon this situation, okay, as a learning curve, okay, because you can conquer the situation, okay. Hang on a second, something else is coming in. What the cards are asking is the King of Cups is in the past, okay? He's cool. He's really the energy that he instills is calming, diplomatic. So that needs to come into the situation right now, right? And taking big breaths. I mean, literally just breathe in and then slowly breathe out. Okay, just for 10-15 seconds. When you feel that feeling of becoming defensive in the situation, I want you to do that. I want you to breathe in the King of Cups, right? He's wise, he's calm, he's diplomatic, okay? The number 6 card, this is how I read it, that the past card, this is in the past, right? So we want to bring that a little bit into the present, okay? Again, if this was upside down, then it'd still be in the present. It's going away, but right now it's right side up, and it's right there. It's in the past. Wise, calm, diplomatic is not part of the situation, okay? Again, there's power plays going on here, okay? has to do dealing with work. Okay. Now this is another opinion. Okay, and you do. There's this four. The Four of Wands is a funny card. Depending where it's at, it's good, but it could also be, not so good, right? It talks about excitement. It talks about freedom, right? So in my reading here, it is not a wise and calm and diplomatic situation anymore. The current situation right now, it's chaotic. There's a lot of open dishonor. There's a lot of Five of Swords, because it's right side up, right? There's a lot of interest. There's a lot of discord. And right now, I know you're surrounded by that, right? But that breathing and that moment to take yourself away from that situation and not get sucked in is the key right now. And knowing that you are learning something from the situation, okay? Yes, it's going to invoke that Queen of Cups in you to find a better way, to find peace, to find a spiritual connection to why this is happening. Okay, so let's talk about the outcome. This is the subconscious, this is the future, and this is the outcome. And there's the key to it, right? This is the key to your situation right now. Okay? Encouragement, right? The Page of Wands is young. I like pages too. But you have the Page and the Queen and the King. And the Page of Wands talks about being courageous, right? Having courage, taking to be original, to be excited, to be confident. Like yes, I can take this challenge. Okay, yes, you can. You have the Queen of Cups in you. Okay, and she's asking you to look deeper into the situation. We're gonna go see what's going on, just to look at the energies that's surrounding you. Okay, so every hurdle that comes to your path, there's something to learn. Okay, in that mindset, every challenge, you challenge yourself to understand it and to go to the next lesson. Because every time you go over that hurdle, you feel a sense of enlightenment, greatness, the sun. Okay? So, the Page of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Now, the aces are pretty high up there, right? Your Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, right? So, what it asks you right now, okay? This Queen of Cups, you got to combine that heart, that emotion with your mind, okay? You're going to look at the situation being objective, okay? Finding out your facts, okay? And facing the problems right here. Be confident, because the Queen of Cups is with you subconsciously. I sense that it may have been trickled down to you by bloodline. Not too sure yet. We need to go back and take a look at that with your grandmother. But proceeding with the truth, right? So Ace of Cups, as you can see, it's about the sword, it's about the truth, it's about the justice, right? Okay, so in this reading, it's asking you to use your spiritual, your psychic connection, your gifts, right? Ask, please help me with the situation. God and all the upper beings of the universe, help me get through the situation. And just by saying that, it doesn't matter if you're in the bathroom, at home, it doesn't matter. You say that, it will happen. Okay? Hearing it from your own voice does that full circle. Okay? So you can get through this. Now, I feel I need to do a reading on your grandma. Okay? And see how that goes. So, but you do. this Queen of Cups. And it just confirms, right? All right, so you're going to go ahead and shuffle the cards, and then I'm hoping, ooh. All right. Oh, Lord, and all the upper beings of the universe, please give us the guidance that we need today. Let us see what we can't see. Okay. Always take a big breath of encouragement, big breath of hope, big breath that you're learning. Don't be scared of your gifts. Every hurdle is challenging you, right? Every hurdle is challenging you to understand it, to reach your light out to it. And if you can't at the moment, it's not meant to be. You need to either go outside or do something, happy, right? Whether it's listening to music or whether it's just a walk outside, breathing fresh air. Instant peace is what I call it, right? You could always walk away and come back, right? All right, so and I lost your Facebook here. Here we go. All right, so Rebecca, how do you feel about your grandma? I'm asking your subconscious, Rebecca, okay? In hopes that my reading and the energies I share with you today will trigger something spiritual and good and trigger the subconscious, your subconscious. Okay, Rebecca, how do you feel about grandma? Rebecca, how do you feel about grandma? Struggle, temperance, heart control, the star. Oh, okay. Hope and inspiration, okay? Mother, Hierophant, defensiveness, stamina, Knight of Swords. Got a lot of swords in your reading, my dear. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so it's still a struggle, right? What I'm feeling right now is, you got a lot of things, in your plate, right? And she's always helped you balance things, the temperance. Okay. And your grandma had some a fact-checking list, what I call it, right? The heart control is upside down, but she started from a recipe of how to solve situations, okay? I think you know that recipe, right? Looking into the facts, looking at things, using your intuition, writing it down, right? And there's a process of balancing and mixing, right? Okay. She was your hope and inspiration, and she still is, right? She still is. But she's helped you tremendously, and she can still help you right now. And she's with you right now. As I could see, she was a mother figure, the Empress, the mother figure, for you. And she dabbled. She dabbled in the cornucopia of things, right? Open-minded, but yet, right? So this is conscious and subconscious. But yet, she had a recipe. When I mean recipe is, it's a process of your recipe in going over that hurdle, right? Getting over that hurdle and understanding the current situation. And letting it go, meaning understanding it, letting it go, and moving on. Okay. So the star is going away. It's still here in the present. Again, it's upside down. If it's right side up, it's gone. But I know you're still connected, and she's still connected to you. Um, um, and again, this is the Hierophant. This talks about old school. Okay, some people think it's the church, but it's group identification. Um, it does talk about um, old. Okay, as you said, you've lived this a few times, and you could tell, you could feel it because you've seen things, or you've heard things, and some people call it deja vu, but in your spidey sense, that's what I call a spidey sense, in your feeling, and it sometimes trips you out, going, oh my God, how did I know this? Right? Don't be blessed. Don't be scared. Be blessed that you know it. And the fact checking, right? The fact checking grandma does. She uses her cards, okay? So she uses divination to fact check, right? And I could sense her right now, and I could feel her right now. Um, but the Hierophant is in the future, okay? Studying from an old ways, right? Ancient ways, or it's usually tribal, through heritage, but it talks about the group identification. It is higher arcana, right? There's 11 major arcana and 22 lower, upper and lower. And the Hierophant is also one of my favorites, and then it talks about where you belong, right? Identifying with a group, right? Working as a team, feeling, and it's about education. It's about learning, right? And that's good, because I will be a student first before a teacher, as we all learn from each other, right? Okay, so this defensiveness again. Okay, in the previous reading, it was there, but it was upside down, right? And this seems to be the card that seems to radiate in a way. And the Nine of Wands talks about perseverance in this, okay? Perseverance, right? Mother, struggle, perseverance. Your perseverance in this situation. You have it there. She's with you, okay? And the page of swords, when it talks about the situation, and as I said again, the page of swords has it's a young energy, right? You have the young energy. You already had the Ace of Swords in the previous reading, but again, using your mind. Your grandma's about mind, about mental. It's about understanding it, using your intuition to fact checking, right? Using your intuition to lead you to the facts. Okay, I don't know if that resonates, but use your intuition to lead to the facts, to the understanding of this world and how this works, right? And I think that I think that excuse me, the recipe that I'm talking to you about, okay, with your grandma. Okay. It's a lot of nights, right? A lot of nights in this situation. And I know grandma she had her ways. She had her ways, and she had, you could see that in your subconscious. You're saying, well, yeah, she was like kind of like a chariot, but what she did was have a combination, right? Have a combination of both, a balance of intuition and fact checking, right? Basic operating principles, right? And how this world works, right? But they work together. Your intuition leads you faster to the facts, right? Okay, so, and right now, the Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So the outcome of the Knight of Pentacles, right? So the Knight of Pentacles is a stubborn pentacle, Okay, again, they have the positive and negative side of it, and the one that I'm sensing from the Knight of Pentacles, it's almost like a pit bull, right? And when it locks in, and that's it, right? So obsessiveness, you know, and hardworking. I sense that you're hardworking, but you need to find a balance on that. The Knights are with you here, okay? So we need to find a balance of the positive side and the negative side, right? Where in this aspect, the Hierophant, in studying, in education, right? And absolutely, absolutely, I could feel that you know that you need to understand more, to learn more. Okay, I sense that feeling of yearning to learn. Okay, and right now, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is the one that you have to understand, right? You have to understand the Knight of Pentacles. Let's see. And you know, your grandma always tells you, hey, use your mind, use your mind, use your mind. Okay, understand the situation, write it down on paper, draw a little diagram, you know, and so forth. Okay, so let's see how grandma feels about you. And then, I think this reading is getting too long. Let's see how grandma feels about you. Okay. I think I lost it again. All right, Rebecca. Hang on a second. All right. Grandma. Rebecca's grandma. How do you currently feel about Rebecca right now? What does she need to know, Grandma? Okay. Deeper meaning, moving on. It is upside down. The Devil. Don't trip about the Devil. Okay, it's just the absence of light. The Moon, fear, illusion. The King of Cups again, wise, calm, diplomatic. He's a good guy. We always want him in the present or the future. We don't want him in the past. Okay, so foresight. Pride. King of Pentacles. Okay, dependability. Everything he touches turns into gold. Wheel of Fortune, okay? Path. Okay. You ask to learn. The universe is sending you some lessons. The Hierophant again. I love it. I love it. I love it. Each reading, and then I could never tell, right? So it depends on the person and what comes in. A lot of times the reading asks me to go to the next reading and so forth. So, okay, King of Cups. Again, I'm sorry, Knight of Cups. Okay. Hierophant. There's Grandma right there, the Hierophant. Okay. So, what's going on with the situation? And this is what I'm sensing and feeling from her is need to find a deeper meaning and moving on. Okay? Need to. She's giving you the recipe. Rebecca, you know what she does. You know her technique. You know her ways, right? Right? The Devil. Okay? Now the Devil talks about things we don't know about. Okay? We're in the dark. Okay? It also talks about a physical addiction. Okay? I'm talking about person, place, or thing, right? Because in spirit, there's no physical attachment, right? And we could sense in with no distances, right, in mind. Okay, fear. So these three cards are really powerful. This is your subconscious. The moon is about illusion. It's about fear. It's not seeing. You're not seeing for what it is. Okay. Need to leave the situation. Looks like you've been in and out on the situation for a while. And this the King of Cups. Again, we're back to the first reading of what's going on, right? And grandma's saying, hey, you know, you need to be in a calmer situation, a more diplomatic relationship, right? The people that surround you, your inner circle, needs to be calmer, needs to be more diplomatic, temperance, being able to, what I call ping pong, right? Being able to grow, send information, send energy, it should not be stagnant in the corner where I feel that you're, you got your guards up and going, hey, wait a minute, okay? You do have, Grandma said, look, you've seen this already, Rebecca. This is foresight, Three of Wands, being able to see beyond the situation. You do have that. You are able to see it. Okay? You're able to see it, but there's that fear again. All right? You're a very hard worker. Very, sometimes works too hard. Grinding even, work. But I do see, Grandma, foresight, that you do have the gift to turn everything that you touch into gold. You do have the ability to see how manifestation. You have that ability to manifest creation. Okay. Well, the King of Pentacles, in this reading, I'm sorry, that just came in. I'm sorry, but with the King of Pentacles where it is right now, number 7 here, talks about and it coordinates with these two other cards, right? And what I'm saying from the King of Pentacles, dependability is important. Okay. Being in your circle, dependability is very important, and being reliable, and also, money is important to a point where, you gotta eat, you gotta have shelter, and so forth, right? But the situation gotta find a deeper meaning, and we could take a look at what's been thrown at you. Okay, I keep saying thrown at you, meaning, Rebecca, there it is. Rebecca, there it is. But yet, you chose. Remember, we have choices. And when someone takes away that choice, it's not good. Okay? So we are a free spirit, and you will survive the situation. Okay. Again, so this is going away from the situation, the past, and this is the future coming in. And this is a good card depending on where it is. Right now, from the situation what it's coming in here. Okay, it's ego, right? Ego makes us spiritually useless, right? I gotta win. I gotta, bid it winner all the time. You can't win. I don't lose. Okay. So this is about pride, about ego, and it's coming into the situation, right? And pride also blinds you, right? Blinds you to the lessons of life, and blinds you to seeing all these things, Rebecca. All these things that have been thrown at you. Frequency, Rebecca. You see this, Rebecca? You see that, Rebecca? What do you think of that? Okay? All right. Um, so right now, it is asking you to link up with the Hierophant. Okay? This was in the previous reading. Very excited for you. So it is. It's old. It's been passed down, linkage, um, um, and you need to find out more about that, right? And this reading is getting too long. So, okay, so what you need to do, as Grandma said, what you need to do, okay, illusions, okay, lower those illusions. Start everything that's thrown at you, breathe it in. Take a moment to breathe it in, okay? Breathe it in and understand what that energy is. Write it down. Write it down. Because what you breathe in today might not be the same tomorrow. So, but understand that it is good to touch this physical world and being able to go back and forth, right? Being able to sense the spirit, sense these things that were thrown to you, energies, little, I don't know, little pings, what I call them, little pings. Look at them. And you know, I normally, you know, I know even before I do a little tarot reading every day before I go to work and so forth, just to kind of see how the universe is going on, right? So I won't get sucked into it. So I choose to be happy. And I'm like, oh, what am I supposed to watch out for today? You know, and some days they'll say, oh, it's a fighting environment. Knowing that I know it's going to be a fighting environment in the universe, I'm not going to get sucked into it. So if I go drive and someone yells at me or whatever, I'm just going to smile because I already know it's a fighting environment. You know, that's my recipe because I choose to be happy at the end of the day, right? And everything I touch to be happy at the end of the day. So, subconscious, future, outcome. Okay, these are the three things. Okay, this is what's coming in. How does this play here? Right? How does this play here and this? Okay. Well, both of these two are upside down, and this is the combination of this coming in. So, to me, my understanding of this card, okay, and being wise and diplomatic is to feel that you're gonna win. You're gonna win over yourself. You're going to understand yourself, right? All these pings that you're talking about, or you're feeling, or you're going, oh my God, am I freaking out? Oh my God, what is all this thing happening? Don't, okay? Yeah, listen, write it, diary it. Diary. A diary will be wonderful. I sense this today. Okay? And just write it down. It doesn't matter. Write it down. Write it down. But in this reading, okay, of this triumph, when someone's beaten down and when someone doesn't win, I don't want to use the word win. Have a say, right? Have a say in their path, in their life, in love, in relationship, in your energy. You have a unique, blessed energy that is learning, that is coming out. Don't every time a ping comes in or energy's coming, write it down. Write it down, because you will. And I've been doing this for a long time. I write everything down, and I go back, you know, to it to see. And I'm a tester, so I'm always pulling my cards to test it to see if this occurs again, you know, and so forth. But in this Six of Wands card, that's the energy that's coming in with your grandma. Okay, you need just to be acknowledged. Okay, it's acknowledgement. Okay, chill out on the emotions. Okay, emotions are like this, right? So when you feel the emotions and the situation start to peak, Okay? Either walk away from the situation going, hey, I'm taking a quick break, or, just kindly work, I'll be right back, right? Almost when, I want to share this to when you're on a phone conversation with someone, right? And it's all good until someone says something and there's this energy of quietness, right? That is the turning point. Because if you continue after that turning point, it's you're gonna end up, hey, what did you mean by that? It's going to be a fighting environment, right? So it's listening to the cues. Okay, don't throw them as, oh my God, I'm going crazy, or it's what are you telling me, universe? What are you telling me? What are you telling me, Grandma? Or hey, Grandma, help me remember this. Just voice it out there. Voice it out there, because the energy, our voices, our feeling, our mind, they all have frequency. It all has energy, right? Just put it out there. Okay, so needing to sometimes walk away from the prize, needing to get a pat on your back. Good job. Thank you. Even thank you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for remembering, right? At this point, this is coming in. Grandma wants you to enjoy healthy self-esteem, right? In this situation here, okay? And finding that, what I call the eye of the storm. We can't avoid chaos. It's always going to be around us. But the ability to stand still in the middle of chaos is a great gift. And you're on your way to learning that, okay? I would love to see your grandma's tarot cards. And if you like, you could always, do a quick post, pull a card out, do your question, right? Hopefully we'll see you in the group for you to use your grandma's tarot cards and ask your question, lay out the cards, and then I can help you. The group can help you. We're here to help each other, to learn from each other. Okay, Rebecca. May the universe and God bless you always, and don't be scared. Okay, don't be scared. You are blessed, and welcome your gifts. Welcome your gifts. Many love and many blessings. Bye bye.